Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's Kim Hong here again with another trade idea. Okay, let me share my trade idea with you guys now. So this trade idea is on CAD yen, spike in oil prices led by growing demand. I'm not sure how many of you actually follow the oil prices, okay, the oil market. So for the past few days, there was actually a spike in oil prices, okay? So we've seen like the WTI, okay, rising to some $75 per barrel, okay, as well as crude rising to like $77 per barrel, okay? So this recent spike of oil prices, okay, was actually caused by a growing demand of oil, okay, growing fuel demand, all right? So with this whole COVID, of course, I mean, right now, COVID is still giving a lot of uncertainties, right? But because of the containment, the decent, what do you call that, the vaccination programs that's been carried out, okay, which led to a decent containment of the virus, okay, although right now we are still seeing spike every now and then, that actually gave the oil market a little bit more predictability, all right, a little bit more certainty. And of course, with all this, with the increase of slight certainty, okay, the economy starts opening up, all right. So as some countries are actually having plans, okay, travel, what do you call that, travel arrangements with the other countries, right? So with all these increasing in opening up of the economy, traveling plans within between countries, okay, this actually led to an increase in oil demand, right? Petrols and things like that, okay? So because of that, the demand of oil increases, which led to a rise in oil prices, okay? Because as of now, the OPEC Plus is still, I think for the month of September, they actually hiked oil production by 400,000 barrels per day, all right? So that is one of the reasons, okay? Growing fuel demands, growing demand in oil, okay? The second reason is because of the production disruption, okay, caused in the Gulf of Mexico. So I think it was just like around a month ago, okay, there were like hurricanes, on the targeting the Gulf of Mexico, right? It actually went to a region and causing many, what do you call it, oil factories, okay, production lines to be shut down, all right, because they are not able to manufacture oil during that period of time, right? So that actually led to a decline in the supply of oil, right? So when the supply of oil decreases, that will directly lead to a increase in oil prices, all right? So with these two reasons on the line, with these two reasons going on, oil prices just spiked for the past few days, okay? To, I would say for WTI, I think it's a 3-year high, I would say, 3-year high of $77, around 77 or 70, 76, $77 per barrel, okay? So with that, let me just share my chart with you. So this trade idea is actually based on a daily time frame, all right? So as you can see, there's this 88 handle over here. This is actually a key handle, a key, I would say, you can take it as a key resistance, because CAD yen has been trading below this 88 handle for the past since July, right? So for the past, like, say 2 months or 2.5 months or so, all right? So as you can see that, ever since it actually break below the level, it tried to break above several times, once over here, twice, thrice, 4 times, and now the 5th time, okay? So this level is actually a strong resistance level, all right, as you can see over here. So in order for it to break above, all right, the OPEC Plus, okay, which will be meeting, I think it's next Monday, okay, will have to provide us with more optimistic views, okay? For example, let's say they may actually be highlighting that the oil market is actually looking better than ever, looking better than their previous forecasts, okay? And hence, increase their, or rather should I say, revise their projections optimistically, all right? Say, for example, the demand of oil is expected to increase further, okay, than previously expected. So such information provided by the OPEC Plus, okay, will actually be good for the oil prices, okay, be good for oil prices. So that will actually lead to a strengthening of the Canadian dollar, right? Because as we know, there's actually a positive correlation between oil prices and the Canadian dollar, okay? So if the OPEC Plus were to, send out optimistic tones, optimistic messages like this, then we may actually be seeing CAD-yen breaking above the 88 handle, all right? So as of right now, because this whole thing is uncertain, right? Which is why I actually have a buy stop order at the 88.5 level over here, all right? So in a case whereby it actually breaks above the 88 handle and hits the 88.5 level, all right, then I will consider that as a break above the 88 handle. And hence, I'll be looking to buy, okay? So if let's say this 88.5 level were to be triggered, all right, where would my stop loss and potential take profit level be? So as of now, I have not set it in yet, okay? As usual, I'll look at the levels again when the trade idea gets triggered, all right, before making a decision on my stop loss and take profit level, all right? So as of right now, I'm actually looking at a 150 pip stop loss, which is around the, okay, which is actually below the 87 level. I'm looking at 86.9 maybe, all right? 86.9, yeah, that will be like some 150 or 160 pips stop loss, all right? As for my potential take profit, it will be slightly below this this high over here, right? This, I would say this 1, 2, 3, 4, probably like some 9 months high, okay, 9-month high level, which is around 230 pips. So the price level will be around 90.8, okay, which is just before 91. So if we were to mark out 91, which is actually a safe level, I would say, okay, below the 91 level. Again, 91 is a round level, a psychological level, a key handle, however you want to call it, okay? So we have seen that 91 has proven to be strong during May and June period, right? Because it failed to break, prices failed to break above that level. So it will be preferred, okay, for our take profit level to be below the 91 level, right, which is some 230 pips, 240 maybe, all right? So that will be my potential take profit level. So with that, we will be looking forward to the OPEC Plus meeting, okay, and see what they conclude, right? Because as of the previous meeting, their plan is to carry out a 400 barrels per day oil production hike for the month of October. So in October, they will meet for the production quota for November, okay? So, well, as previously planned, the idea is to carry out a 400,000 barrels per day of an oil production hike all the way until next year, all right? Until the remaining 1 million barrels per day cut that were actually carried out back when the pandemic hit last year, all right? So that is what the OPEC Plus will be meeting for, okay? I will update you guys on the currency call on what will go down, what went down during the OPEC Plus meeting next Monday, okay? So with that, we will have to pay attention to that, as well as, let me just get my screen back again. So over here, upcoming major news that may impact price movement of CAD-yen, we see that the Canadian employment data will be released next Friday, okay, at 2030 GMT +8 on the 8th of October, next Friday. So that will likely, okay, cause a move in the Canadian dollar. So you will have to pay attention to two items next week, the OPEC Plus meeting and the Canadian employment data release. The IV PMI data release may actually cause a bit of a movement, but it is unlikely going to be a high impact kind of movement being caused by the data release, okay? The same goes with this Canadian GDP month-on-month data, because the Canadian GDP month-on-month data, I think it's for the month of August, if I'm not wrong, right? Because the data, Canadian GDP data, is released only 50 days, I think it's really 50 days after the month ends, okay? So yes, with that, I will update you guys again on the what went down during the OPEC Plus meeting, and if the trade idea happens to get triggered before the OPEC Plus meeting or anytime after the OPEC Plus meeting, all right, I'll update you guys again on our Traders Club EcoFin platform as well as the Facebook group. All right, so if you guys like this trade idea, give us a thumbs up. Okay, we actually post videos every day from Mondays to Fridays. All right, on trade ideas, on fundamentals updates. Okay, personally, I'll be giving coverage on what went down during, let's say, FOMC meeting, monetary policy meetings, central bank meetings, OPEC meetings, and any major economic data releases like the US non-farm payroll data, jobs report, okay, and things like that. And we also have other videos as well. So check out our website, jintaotai.com, which will be below under the description, okay? And I'll see you guys again on the currency call. Take care for now. Bye-bye.